What's going on, guys? Sonny Boy Comics here, and today is a very exciting day. It is a local Comic Con in Amherst, Ohio called Comicpalooza. 7 houses open up their garages and set up like it's a New York Comic Con kind of vibe, okay? It's awesome. A lot of great inventory. I'm very excited for it. I've been coming to it for at least 5 years, I want to say, but it's been going on probably 10, at least I think. It's going to be awesome. See what we can find, and we're here at Chuck's Comics, Big Chuck Comics. I want to say it's Big Chuck's. He's our first stop every year, so come on in with us and enjoy this event. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Sounds good. Yep. Nice. Spidey cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Only few more pictures right now.
That's cool.
This one?
Yeah.
Original rough draft screenplay.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll see. The boys are here early over there.
Chris, you're early this year.
Yeah.
Gotta go through it all.
Yeah.
This is your box that I'm
Yeah,
reading.
that's mine. $10 on that.
Yeah, we'll have to show it in a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta show
I
it
didn't
for
get it.
sure. There's a whole Secret Wars set over
Back
there.
in school? Yeah, moving back on campus.
Is it $200 for all of it?
200 firm on that one.
Yeah.
What do you so far? What do you mean? What am I doing here? You know why I'm here. You're here early. Yeah. I did see that. Nice. What you got? Yep. That's yes. Frank Miller, right? Yep. There you go.
Oh, nice.
These right here. $5 each. Not bad. Not
What's
bad.
up, gentlemen? What's up, Sean?
I found some stuff in there.
That's great color. Spidey. Yeah. Spidey. Alright, we're on track. We're on track. Look at that.
Graded books are dead, in case you guys.
I've never jumped on the graded.
Graded books are dead. Dead.
Unless they're 98 and not
Graded books are dead.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, crack them open.
Yeah, I'm gonna snag this. Yeah. Snag this.
Transformers.
Yeah, we'll snag that.
I was like, do I need to do that?
That's cool. It's the first appearance of Blackheart.
One day.
Consider breaking that, but I really don't need that.
Yeah, when you spend all this time getting it, and then you're like,
It took me years to put that together.
yeah.
The last 30 some I paid up just a little bit for.
Yeah.
They were, the last 30 in that one were all newspapers.
Oh, okay.
Including them in their 80 years. How you doing today, boss? Welcome.
Not bad.
$2. There's nothing terribly. I don't want any water damage. Like I can kind of see. Yeah, I want to pass out that one.
Oh, isn't that another one?
Yeah, with a little spine on it though.
Well, When it comes to the treasury,
Yeah, yeah, for 5. That's not. Look at the top of it though.
every time I do this, I every time I get double.
So when there's nothing too terribly wrong with it. Down here at the bottom right, a lot of tipping. Staying right here.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, the top left-hand corner. It's not bad.
Grab it. Low grade is better than low grade.
Little something here.
I was gonna make it to everybody, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Thank you. Have a good weekend. No, this is it for me. Is that? Yeah. Alright, well, a great weekend. How are you too? Enjoy Ohio State.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one works.
That's cool. Cool with that.
No, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I was gonna snag that one. Yeah, that works. No. No. So I think it's just $10.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that one works. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything off initial. You want to snag that?
Yeah.
I think this one works. Yeah. I think that one's.
That one's good too.
Yeah. What else? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's a cool cover. I think I like that.
I mean, can't go wrong with black hat. That's $7.98. Yeah, that's $7.98. $7.99. Yeah, might as well. $7.97.
If you don't mind, I didn't get this.
Yeah. Oh, 800.
That's cool.
Yeah. Something like that.
No, it doesn't look like, yeah. Like whiplash or whatever. Yeah.
I think that's cool.
That's funny.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm putting.
That corner right there, $5 books over there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Electro. Jigsaw. Like what? Blackheart. What's that?
Pretty good grade.
Oh, that's fun.
I love that cover. That cover.
Yeah.
That's a cool cover. Yeah, I'll snag that.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Depends if Al stays open and he might be open for that.
It's not the full set. I want to get the full set. I haven't looked in.
Walking Dead back there.
Yeah, I haven't looked in those
Yeah,
boxes.
such trucks.
And then we're definitely hitting. We gotta hit Daredevil at some point.
Yeah.
So So if I'm gonna switch this way.
I'm not sure if you had that one. I don't. I love the colors though. Me too. Yeah. Step out there, Karen, unless you
Okay, yeah, I'll be,
want to discuss anything.
nope. I will be in just a bit.
No, no problem. Do you have a 120 of the uncanny?
Submariner. Hulk 116.
Yeah, everybody was the one when I filled in put the video. I was like looking at
Where's the Mega Man?
oh, did you?
Comics I Go.
Oh, okay.
That was like 10 o'clock at night.
Might have been why. Getting ready for bed and not paying attention to something.
I was here last year, not here, but I was in this area last year.
Yeah.
I was in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
And I heard about this last year, but I didn't know like what it was.
Yeah.
So we come back up this year and look into it and like, oh yeah. So I came up here, part of the reason I felt for this is here.
Yeah.
We got
I like it.
South Beach
Looks
every
like
year,
that.
so.
It's been amplified over the years.
Iron Man
We're
5.
looking to maybe even expand further next year. I may bring in a
$10.
renter.
No, I saw the
I
side
may
of
rent
it.
out-
Didn't look
not
good.
a picture of it.
Let's see
I might
right
bring in
here.
somebody to work in this garage. Yeah, something like that.
I love this idea.
That's a good thing to raise with that.
I might try to get the guy from where I live to start doing stuff like this.
He's gonna-
Or
do Al's garage. And when you're doing one, I got all the stuff I need.
Looks like it's just kind of mixed in. Yeah.
He's actually gonna sell off a bunch of stuff after the sale, all the building stuff. And,
lingering here.
always happy to come out.
That's a win.
Last minute decision.
That's a win for sure. I like Batman. First Talia, Detective 411. I'll find that at Baltimore.
Kelly's a good one. Any of that air right in there, that one.
Yep.
I'll cover it.
A gift for Madison. The gifts have always been for Sammy. This time it's for
Yo,
Madison.
that's crazy.
That's so funny.
Yo,
That's hysterical.
and Barbie.
Probably she's wearing a red shirt. Bad things happen to Star Trek
That is
staff that wear red shirts.
Oh, that's
Thanks,
so
Chuck.
cool, Chuck.
Very cool.
Thanks.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
That's so funny. How cool.
All of these tables here, living over there, no matter what mark they're going to get out.
Okay, aren't you the one that had the Silver Age Batman and stuff?
There's some silver.
How was that? What's the second one?
Is this Batman?
Radioactive
Those
spider
four
gland.
spots, Michael?
Issue 6.
I like this. The Batman. Yeah, I know. I like the Empire Strikes Back too.
We'll see. We'll see. satchel in there.
I'm gonna go see Alan there.
Just get vibes, yeah.
But hopefully they don't have anything for
I'm hoping Eric has an ASM 7. That's my next Spidey book I definitely need.
I'm tired, bro.
You're what, 1 through 3? 4?
Oh yeah, I just got 4. I got
Yeah.
4 now.
I'm 1 through 8 and 14.
Yeah, the time. Those are good.
I think I need 10 or 11.
Take it, buddy. We'll see you.
I haven't got 4 yet. That's why you're shipping it.
Oh, got it.
I need 3, 7, 10, 11.
11 is,
One of those is the
10's Enforcers, 11.
Seven.
Second Doc Ock, yeah, which I have that too.
Are you working this way? I'm going this way.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna aim with your heroes coming. From what I've heard here in the past, I knew it was a great show.
Yeah.
Big beat, bud. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with at some point.
Really?
Reminding me of that.
I mean, you'll find it.
Oh, yeah,
It's gonna be there. Someone had like a, what, 4 or 5 or 10K.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I'll
then I went online and I bought like this one and
slabs.
I never seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like easy to find and to track down again. Yeah.
Like, I did, yeah, it's all plenty of work.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe not.
You have 2 of them. You have 2 of them.
No, I don't. I sold them.
Oh, you sold one of them? Well, I mean, yeah, it's like you gotta look at it and go, do I really need to keep the whole 181 or do I want an ASM 1? I mean, a whole 181, yeah.
I don't think
You got like, I was able to get
Right where I was gonna put it.
more negotiating.
they were at least together.
If you don't have cash, they might not. You gotta have, yeah, definitely. I blew my budget out of the water on like the first day. Like I ran out of cash. We're getting there. This is the hot spot, right?
Yeah, those are the hot spots. Yeah. When you go find you turn around.
It was so nice. So nice. No, it's not.
Spiderman.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of other Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
Early.
Yeah.
There's like
Definitely
issues.
snag that. What do you think about me snagging the Empire Strikes Back treasury?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Thank you, sir. Yep. Is that tournament winnings?
Here.
Cash.
Yeah.
I was like, seeing it. My wife worked at 48 last weekend.
I don't know why, but I'm starting to collect these now. So I got the other one with John Romita. I have the Superman and
Very
Spidey
good, sir.
one.
You got that one now? Okay, cool.
Head over to Al's.
So
Yep.
signed the whole one down there. So I'm like, and this Batman one's cool. I like this one more.
Al said it was pressing out. He just didn't get around to it. He's been so busy. He said it was.
Yeah. Damn, I love Star Wars. So I'm gonna put this one off to the side as well. Such a sucker for Star Wars.
You want to look at these Web of Spider-Man?
Yeah, where's Daredevil over here too?
I haven't seen it yet, but I know there's a lot of. That's a cool cover.
Oh hell yeah!
I've been doing a lot of digging.
There's a
you
lot of
say?
digging over here.
I don't know if that one's like. It's not like a crazy cool cover in my
I
opinion.
mean, I like the spider in the top right hand corner.
Yeah,
That's
it's about-
cool. Yeah. So we'll let him just buy all the web spidey.
I know.
Yeah. Should I just start putting everything in here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to snag one of these.
I know, I thought those were cool. It was just kind of fun. And they look green. And even this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this looks sick.
Yeah. Maybe, you know, is there a whole bunch? Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll grab a number 1, a 15. A 2. Where's the 3? There it is. Only 3. These are variants to them. Okay, just 3. And those are the variants 4.
Did they come out, those variants, when the book's released, or was that later?
No, this was later. This is so later than.
Gotcha.
Like, I want to get an ASM 5 like this
Yeah.
eventually, but. And there's a variant
Gotcha,
to it.
okay.
And
Yeah,
it
'cause
says
it's
not
updated.
released.
Yeah.
So there must have been 3. 6.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be a variant to that. 7. Oh. Yeah. These are both
Yeah.
$8. Mm-mm.
Okay, let's go with this.
No, yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. I want the 9. I gotta get the 8 then. That's the better of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is Daredevil too.
Finish this box. Why don't you finish this box first?
Bermuda cover.
Yep.
Grey Hulk. That's cool. It's a war zone.
That's cool.
That's a sweet looking vulture cover in
That's
the
really cool.
background.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Understand.
Oh, okay.
I understand. That's more rare. Well, the newsstand aspect.
Eric has,
Who is that?
I have no idea. Necro. Do you know who this? You know who Necro is? Never heard of Necro. But we got guest starring Hank Pym though.
What's he wearing? Kind of like
It's like a jumpsuit.
jumpsuit.
That's
Alright,
sick.
we already grabbed that.
You already snagged one of these?
Yeah.
Alright.
You can get the newsstand too.
I mean, I'm gonna snag that as well. That's cool. Oh, that's dope. Interesting head right here. I'm saying compare, like, look, like 48 and 49. Like, look at the artwork on the 48
Yeah.
versus the
Like
49.
They changed it up. Looks like it's probably different artists.
Definitely, it's yeah, Seabass right here.
Yeah.
Just down here. Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, they got the 50. They gotta have the 50. Prowler, got a lot of great villains there. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool
What a demon.
color. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, snag that. I'm gonna put some stuff back if you're buying a lot of this. I don't know. Let's see.
We can stop. You don't have to keep buying a bunch of it.
I just want to see like what other cool covers there are.
Yeah.
I like this one. This is
We taking my Barbie now. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was never into Moon Knight until the French series. I was telling Mike about that the other day.
Looks like a classic cover, isn't it?
This one's like
Hawkeye used to make fun of me. He's like, "Well, we're all white. You can't hide from anybody." He's like, "You don't understand."
300th issue. Yep.
You heard this guy Robin wears what he wears, so that Batman doesn't get chance.
That's cool.
They see Robin, think about
They shoot at him instead of Batman.
Exactly.
Yep.
I think it's Dark Knight Returns to the
Yeah.
the ones on the top.
Right.
Don't see him.
I'm not a huge Batman guy, but the War cartoon where it's with Green Lantern.
I don't think it
No,
is.
I don't think
And
it is
he's
either.
like, "Where's the guy?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad.
The regular guy?" And he goes, "What's this do?" And he's got the ring in his hand.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Wait, how'd you get
And
that?"
he takes it off him.
That was great. I just love that.
And he's like, "Oh, I guess you have to concentrate that."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh
That
yeah.
is
Yeah.
the cartoon. Justice
Yep.
League, I remember that.
That's solid.
It's when Batman calls Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Boy Scout. And Superman says, "I thought I was a Boy Scout." He says, "You were." So I
There's not a big Defenders guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Captain Marvel.
All right. Let's see what we have. And
We got a lot. We got a lot.
I didn't know it.
These are all
I didn't
dollars.
know
You gotta
either.
find another one. This
Yep, these are all dollars. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that one, there's that in there. One from the series, the one where he.
Let's do $250 for everything, Sammy.
$250 for
For
everything. Yeah, I think that works. That works.
And then we'll go grab that Batman book.
Oh,
We'll
no
call
way.
That, that'll call that's only at $10.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can put something else on that, right?
100. 2, 20, 40. I have 260.
Look at this is something cool. Just interesting. The Mennonite Falls Gazette, the Amish comics.
Oh, no
Isn't that
way.
interesting?
That's crazy.
I picked those up just on a whim one day.
I mean, this is $250 for everything. I think that's
very good,
more
yeah.
than enough.
Yeah.
That's such a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
I love these treasuries. These editions are sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
Chuck,
There you go, buddy. Very
thank
good.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Really
Mr.
appreciate
Gary?
it. Chuck is always the best. He's the best.
I
Wow.
mean, look at all. And I got Barbies.
Barbie
I got
and Ken.
something out of it.
You got something. But this is unbelievable. We got so much stuff.
An insane amount.
I mean, I had brought $500 and I spent half of it here, but look how much I got for $250.
Yeah.
We just left Chuck's. He hooked us up just incredibly and gave us a lot of stuff for a very small price. Definitely hooked us up big time. All right, so now we're heading over to Eric's, and Eric owns a shop called Comics R Go in Sheffield, Ohio. He always has great wall books, and I can't wait to see his display. I already have a feeling it's going to be epic, so let's go check it out.
But most of these are like the exclusive ones, or not the ones that were.
These are like the action figure guys.
Yeah, these are the action.
That wall's crazy. That wall is crazy.
There's a Black Adam down there, then there's the first Silver
Key
Surfer.
collector said it was a key and pulled it. Now some of those were like $3.
Right.
Doesn't
really matter.
ASM 50
Like some of these, I know there was,
you can see
like I know I had
from here
Class
that it
2,
has like a,
something had happened over there, which happens that way sometimes with him.
Right, that makes sense.
And he got like every Star Wars book, and he brought me like all his doubles, and he's like, "Hey, I'll cut this
Got an annual one.
I'll sell these to you, or you can sell them on consignment." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sounds good." And then he never came back. I never saw him again. So
What's going on?
what's going on?
How are you?
I'm good, man. What's going on? I like to make sure.
Thank you, thank
You got your official camera assistant back. didn't you?
Dude,
I'm
she's
back.
back.
I'm back.
Ready to roll.
Much better.
Yeah.
Better. I didn't say.
So were you able to find an ASM7?
I couldn't find it.
Couldn't find it?
No,
No
I didn't get a
worries.
chance. I'll go through the back. I'm pretty sure it's 7, right? Second Vulture?
Yeah,
Is that
second
7?
vulture. Yeah.
I know I have that one because I remember when I got it. I was like, I
Okay.
wish this was the first Vulture.
I know,
That would
I
be
know.
exciting. But I don't. I'm sure I have one somewhere. I don't remember if it's graded.
Okay.
I think it's graded. Do you do graded books? I don't know.
I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just really
You-
kind of depends on what it is.
Yeah.
That one I'm fine with being
Yeah.
graded. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll
And
take a
then,
look and see. It was not super high grade.
and that's also kind of how I prefer it. So
Yeah.
low grade's better than no
It's
grade.
easier on the wall.
It is. It is.
Easier on the wall.
How's the show been for you
So far, so good. Yeah.
Good.
Busy. We've
Good.
been busy. So I got some work done. I taped some boxes. I didn't get them all done.
Nice.
But I
Nice.
did get to tape some stuff early. So
Cool.
sooner or later, I'll run out of tape and I won't have to do that job anymore. That would be nice.
Right,
It's the
right.
best. What we have to get you into is original art.
You know,
You into some Spider-Man originals.
do you have any?
Oh, I'm sure I have something somewhere. Off the top of my head, I'd have to go through some boxes and see. But like over on the wall over there, there's a couple of Peter Parker ones. For a little while, I ended up with a weird. It wasn't something I was setting out to do,
Okay.
but I ended up with like all the Spider-Man side characters. So I was like, I should just start doing a collection of these. So I think there's a Mary Jane and Aunt May.
Yep.
In this one, and then Peter and Aunt May, the little much like Aunt May in that one. But yeah, I probably have some. There might be some in the portfolio over here.
I want to get into it, but I would want like
It's trickier. It's different than comic books.
100% it is.
You know, it's a lot. I think people think because the two are related that they're similar.
Right.
You know, and a lot of it's a lot of the principles are the same. The trickier part is figuring out the prices is always tough.
Right.
That's the toughest part. So I usually say a couple things to people that are thinking about original art. I usually tell them the first step is you go in your backyard and you dig a hole and you throw some money in it.
Yeah.
And if you like that, then original art's for you.
Like that's so cool.
But yeah, I know, isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's really cool. But so the thing I always try to tell people, and this is a good example. So the thing I always try to tell people with art, where people are like, well, cool, I'm going to buy it for this. I'm going to flip it for that. Or you know,
Right.
like, I think this is, you know, the guy's got $500 on it. I think it's worth $1,000. Or the guy's got 500. I think it's worth 200.
Right.
Doesn't really matter because art collectors in general are even more finicky than comic book collectors. You know, like comic collectors can be, well, I don't want something with a date stamp on it,
Right.
or I don't want something with writing on the cover, or you know, whatever reason that people have when they're trying to decide why they want the books they want. With art, it's just like this. I had a guy that was looking at this page, and he loved it. Right? He's like, "Oh, I love this. I want to get a Vader thing." And he managed to talk himself out of it because Vader was facing away from the camera.
Oh.
Right. So instead, he goes, if Vader was the other
Looking at
direction and I
him,
could
yeah.
see him, I would definitely get it. But I don't want this. And then I have over there is the page that comes right before it,
Right.
where he's like, if it was Vader in that pose, looking at these, I'd buy it all day. And I was like, well,
You're
I
like,
can't.
I can't.
What can I do?
Yeah. Well, how can I help you? You can have both.
Yeah, I can start drawing it for
Yeah.
you. You know,
I can put a tracer over.
I think I suggested the same thing. I was like, well, you could get both of them.
Put
you
it
know?
together.
And he's like, yeah, no. And, you know, art is expensive.
Yeah.
It really is. So my general rule with it is I just try to I try to buy things I really like in things that I can reasonably afford, but I have to really like it. Right?
Exactly.
So it has to be something like where it's like, if I get stuck keeping this forever,
Are you okay with
would I mind having it on my wall? You know, and you know, art being what it is, there's new things to like all the time. So sometimes I put them out, and
You never know.
yeah, right. There's a Spidey page. I
see, like that-
yeah, see, I
that's
like this one a
awesome.
lot because this is a Umberto Ramos, who's one of my favorites, and it's got him doing the stuff that Ramos does really well, and then it's got his favorite inker that he uses that I like is this Victor. I'm going to say his name wrong.
That's
Probably.
fine.
Olazabal,
Olazabal.
I think is how you
Okay.
say it. And I just love that guy's inks. I think they're really, really good.
And I love that it's, you know, Marvel,
Uh-huh.
ASM 17, page 11, back
Yeah.
in 2018.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're looking at that stuff, it can be very hard to even figure out where it
Yeah.
is or where it came from.
Right.
Sometimes they won't have any of that information on there. But I like this because you get Spidey doing Spidey stuff.
Yep.
Like he's dangling,
Dangling,
he's
crawling.
crawling,
Yep.
and then you get some of the side characters too. You get a nice Mary Jane.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There'll probably be a couple more in here as you're going through stuff. There's more portfolios.
See, like
up there.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
See, I love that one too. But
Great
this-
Spidey pose.
Yeah, and then you know, it's got a great little story element to it where you get his nice face at the end.
Yep.
And he's looking at somebody who appears to be Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Right, pretty good. And you get a little J. Jonah Jameson. I like
Yep.
the Spidey side characters. I do. They're pretty cool. And then
That's
there's Miles.
Yep. Spidey, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be
tough, and
pricey.
it's you know, it tends to be pricey, but
Yep.
We've got a couple things. I don't know if I have any of them over here, but I got them at the shop. I can show
Okay.
them to you.
Yeah, I'd love to.
So the first thing I ever read was Marvel Team of 37, and that's Spidey and Manwolf.
Okay.
So I've got a couple pages from that I've
That's
come
cool.
across over the years. That's pretty neat. The cover's out there and available. It's just, you know, I can have that cover or a nice house to live in.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's tricky, harder to justify spending that kind of money on something that I would, with something like that, I know the odds of me ever selling it, ever bringing myself to sell it are almost impossible, right? There's another cool Ramos page, and that one's unusual because you almost never get to see Ramos's pencils.
Right.
I don't know, I think it's from a Spectacular, I think, if I remember right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's from that Spectacular Spider-Man run, when they, I think
Yeah,
when they
4
relaunched it.
Okay.
I think that's what that was, but I don't remember exactly for sure. So half the time I had to go back and look them all up again and try to figure out what's going on with them.
And I love that you have it in like a little.
Yeah, you got to try it,
protector,
especially
too.
with one like that because
Yeah.
it's got the pencils on it. Now you probably sprayed it with like a fixative to keep it from smearing around, but just in case.
Or like an Invincible original
Yeah,
art. I mean,
yeah.
that's gonna be pricey.
Yeah, these days especially, the Ryan Otley stuff is all pretty expensive. I've got an Otley Spider-Man.
Dude,
somewhere,
really?
too. I don't know if it's in with this stuff, but somewhere.
Because when I went to Heroes Con,
So you got to see all the great art.
I got to see all this great art, and I'm like, because we went to the art auction after the Saturday show, and I walked in with $200, and I know I'm out of my league there.
Sure.
And I said, you know what? If I saw like a cool sketch from a smaller artist, and I'm like, I like it, and it was Green Goblin, just Green Goblin. I'm like, okay, maybe I might go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because everyone else was bidding high.
Sure.
And then I brought $200, and they started it off at $200. And like before I even put my thing up, someone was like $300. I was like, put my hand
know.
up. And like I ended up meeting the artist. Like
Yeah.
he was at the auction, and I was like, hey, and he goes, dude, if you would have came to my table, I would have sold you that for like $150.
See,
I'm
I
like,
know. It's tricky, man. The art market is very, very hard to sort out and figure out what's going on with it. I'll say Enoch.
Sal Buscema, man, and he signed it.
Side characters, right? I love that one because it's got that kind of like perfect panel in the middle. Sometimes they sign them in weird spots, and you're like, why would you write it on
there.
somebody's face? But that one is really, really nice. Yeah.
Thanos copter.
That is actually weirdly enough the second appearance of the Thanos copter. It
No
was in
way.
that Spidey Super Stories, and then it's in this book. So all those years, somebody could have been using the Thanos copter.
I
Alex Maleev.
Alex Maleev,
yep.
yeah. And that's when I got that in Chicago at C2E2.
Okay.
And
Daredevil Bullseye.
yeah, he said it was all stuff that was published,
Okay.
but he had just started working digitally, so it's like bits and pieces. He goes, yeah, I just draw it and then I scan it into the computer and I do this. So you could probably try to figure out what panels they came from.
Right.
Ollie Spidey.
One of the last 50 Spider-Man 12s, right?
Right.
That come out. So, you know, this is the thing that I do when I'm working at a convention. I usually, if I'm having a good enough day, I'll go try to find some art.
Yeah.
They're not always at shows, right? Not everybody brings them. Oh, this is cool one too. So this is, it took me a long time to figure out what this was. So it's Ron Lim and a guy named Wayne Foucher is the inker. And I couldn't figure out, because I looked at every Spider-Man 10 I could find. And none of them had those artists. So, you know, sometimes the artists don't remember what they're doing.
Right.
So they'll just be like, oh yeah, I did this for that. And I hadn't seen Wayne at a show, and I couldn't get a hold of him. So finally I found it. It's in a foreign book. It's like a Panini Spider-Man.
Huh.
So so it's published, just not, you know, in an American book somewhere. But I like that page. I think it's pretty cool. Nice action page.
When you see this, like, it's already like this when you buy it.
Yep.
Okay. Got you. That
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep, and this one looks like so with art now, like in the old days, there was the idea of a bullpen, a guy penciled it, and then a guy inked it. So the same thing happens now, but a lot of times it'll be scans, right? So sometimes when you look at them, if you can see this like little bit of blue through there, that means that Ron Lim drew it and then scanned it to Wayne Foucher in blue, and then Wayne would have inked over it, and then when they shoot it to print it, the blue ink doesn't show up.
Got you. Okay.
So you have to watch that in general. There's kind of a bias against blue line stuff. Rightly, I don't know if it's right or wrong to think about it that way, but it's tougher to sell stuff that's blue line. It's usually more affordable than stuff from the old days, right, where it's penciled and then inked right on it.
So cool.
Yeah,
You got
I got one more.
one more? Yeah, I'll definitely look at it.
I don't know what kind of stuff's in this one. So
And the portfolio itself is cool.
the portfolios are fun. They're everybody that helps me at shows hates them because they're way heavier than they look. They don't look like they're gonna weigh anything.
Yeah.
And then you hand somebody a stack of 5 of them, and they're like, "Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing here?" This one looks like just kind of more random stuff in there. Artworks a lot of times. One of the ways that it's similar to comic books is that, you know, sometimes you're buying things in a big batch.
Right.
And it's like when you're buying a collection, you're like, oh, I want this because it's got Spider-Man 129 in it.
Yeah.
But to get that, I got to buy all these other ones too.
Right.
There's a little side Mark Buckingham Peter page there. We get Aunt May again. I don't know who the girl is. Probably Mary Jane, but I don't know.
I would assume.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would assume.
Could be anything. So sometimes you end up with stuff where you're like, okay, these aren't things I particularly like.
But it's in.
But it comes with
Yeah.
something that I do like, so I'm gonna buy it all.
How much do you think like a page from Spidey 129?
Oh,
It's gotta be expensive.
yeah,
It's expensive.
yeah. One came up at auction not that long ago that I don't think it had Spider-Man or the Punisher on it, and I think it went for a couple $100,000. And I mean that's a thing that you have to factor into it sometimes when you're looking at this kind of stuff and trying to figure out, you know. I got into it because I was going to comic conventions and buying a lot of prints and things like that, and after a couple of years of doing that, I was like, man, I got a lot of stuff, but like, what am I gonna do with it?
Right.
It's like comic books. You're like, oh, I really want this one, but I've got all these other ones too. So in those days, you could get pretty nice published pages for $100 or $200.
Okay.
Which was expensive.
Yeah.
For me at the time, for sure. It's expensive for me now. But it is something that I was like, you know, I would rather do that. I would rather get one thing that I really, really like than go home with 20 things that I sort of like and I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Right.
It's not like comic books. You can't read them, right? Like,
Yeah,
like
you
comics,
just-
you
you
can,
look
like,
at it.
I'm gonna buy this short box of books because I'll have a ton of stuff to read.
Yeah.
But this, you can kind of look at it and then put it in a portfolio. So it's trickier to think about that way and try to figure out like that.
Right. Yeah, because I was talking to Maddie about it actually at Heroes Con. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, what if this is like my first time, like I buy
Sure.
like a page or something like
Right,
that.
right.
And I was like, if it comes up, great. Like,
Yeah.
because I went in with no plan
Yeah.
of what I was gonna buy or do. I knew I was looking for a Spidey, but I'm like, outside of that,
Yeah.
what am I gonna buy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it pops up, like maybe I gotta be ready to maybe pull the trigger
Right.
on something like that.
Right.
So we're going to Baltimore, so
That's another great art show. So
might happen.
There's always good artists at that show. So and it's a great comic show too. Lots of Golden Age stuff, lots
Yep.
of big keys
Yep.
that have all that. But I did Baltimore 1 year in 2018, and finally the guys I was working with in the booth forbid me for leaving. They're like, because every time I left, I came back with more art.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're not gonna make any money. And I'm like, who needs to make money?
Yeah.
Art,
Yeah.
you know? So what are you gonna do? You know. But yeah, that's a great art show too. And there's a lot of ways, you know, thinking about it, right? The most expensive version of being an art collector, comic art collector, is buying published pages.
Yeah.
Right. That's by far the most expensive. So you just kind of have to keep that in mind. There's still good deals to be had. There's things that are affordable, but it's less and less affordable all the time.
Yeah. Clean condition,
Uh-huh.
but the 238 didn't have tattoos, and I'm like, I need to find one. I was like, it's gonna be here. So I ended up finding one from Nerdbox.
Oh, he's a great
So
guy.
he hooked me up,
he's a good
and
guy.
I ended up buying a 238 newsstand with the tattoos, and then I looked at it and I'm like, we gotta go over there right now. So
Yeah.
I walked right over after that, got in line, and had him sign it.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the prints that he had. I'm like, do I buy a print?
Sure.
I was like, I don't know, and I went back and forth, and I just went with the signature because at the time I was like, I don't want it. Like he had, I think maybe $150 for like a Spidey print or something to that effect. And I was like, I'm going more for comics right now.
Right.
But at the time, I was like, maybe I might buy a print.
Yeah,
So
prints aren't a bad way to go. The thing I usually tell people is just keep in mind with prints, you really have to follow that. I like it and it fits my budget.
yes,
Because they don't tend to gain a lot of value.
Right.
You know, he's sitting there at a convention all day signing
Right.
them.
Right.
So those are like personal. Like I want this because this is my favorite artist.
yeah.
Do
And
my
that's
favorite
that's my
character.
goal with like
Yeah.
if I am gonna buy an art piece, like I'm not selling it. I'm
Sure.
gonna have it in a frame. It's gonna go on my comic
Yeah.
wall. So that's my goals with art. If
Yeah.
I am gonna buy something.
That's the best way to think about it.
Yeah.
Man. I really, because I always tell people with that, if that happens, right, you get something you liked that you wanted to display, and you go to sell it someday, and by some chance you don't make what you thought you would make with it, you had it. Though,
Yeah,
right.
it was yours.
And you had the pleasure of owning
Yes.
it. It was your thing for a
Yeah.
little while.
Now it's time for someone else
That's
to
got
have it.
value. People
Yeah.
undervalue that in life all the time. So that idea that this thing made my life better.
Right.
Because I looked at it and made me happy every time
Yeah,
I saw it. Oh,
yeah.
That's got value that you can't put a number on.
Exactly.
You know. So.
I
Yeah,
mean, even
it's pretty good.
commissions, like I was thinking
Yeah, for
about
sure.
reaching out to
Yeah.
people and doing like, say, hey, would you do a commission?
A lot of them will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes like I don't do a lot of commissions myself because I just I get too nervous about it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
There you go. There's Art 101.
I love that. That was very informational. I needed that actually.
There you go. Patty, I'm sorry
No,
for
you're
all
good.
the money that's going to fly.
Yeah, I won't lie.
It starts with a hole in the
Yeah,
ground.
5 Star Wars ones and this much Marvel.
Okay, let's call it $20. Okay,
Thanks so
awesome.
much.
Do you want a bag?
Nah, don't worry about
Okay,
it.
do you need to sign one of the things?
I think I'm gonna hit you with one.
Okay, all right.
Thanks,
awesome.
I'll see you soon.
All right,
okay?
good to see you.
Yeah,
Yep.
take care.
Yep.
Can I see the Dark Knight Returns? Is that the whole
Sure.
set?
That's the whole set. I think I got them individually priced, but I would probably do all 4 of them for that $100.
Oh, no way. Are they all first prints?
Yeah, if I remember right, we can double check. but
Yeah,
I,
if we-
I think they're all first prints.
We can definitely double check
Sure.
that.
Here, go ahead, feel free. It's a good run.
It's a fantastic run.
Yeah.
And did it bring comics back in the 80s? Like,
Well,
the
it
hype
changed.
towards it?
It changed comics
Okay.
for sure, right? Because one of the early examples, there were a couple things that did that at once. Like first, probably, I guess, not being a certified comic historian or something like that. Alan Moore works on a book called Miracle Man, which basically does something. This is going to be very paraphrased, right?
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
abridged. was one of the first books that the general public would have been aware of anyways, where superheroes got treated like real people, right? Like, so these are the real problems that you would have. So that was Miracle Man, and then that carried over to a couple other things, Swamp Thing, and then Watchmen, and all that stuff happened. Superheroes existed in the real world, this is what it would be like.
Okay.
This was one of the first ones that kind of took that idea and ran with it, and just DC, one of the spots where they've really excelled for a long time as a publisher are these sort of Elseworlds what if stories where, like, okay, what if in the future Batman's old and has to give up being Batman, what would bring him back? What would the world look like? So this was one of those ones where you're like, it seemed, compared to everything else going on in comic books, it seemed so real. Like, so much like it could really happen, sort of thing. It was just, it was an amazing time to be a comic book fan, because you got to see everything change. In the end, I'm not sure that those changes were all positive, because you did get out of that stuff, comics became so popular that they started looking for more things to do like that, where they thought, whoa, you know what really sells? A lot of violence, right? Because that's one of the things that makes that different. It's a very violent version of Batman. So, you know, they're like, oh, cool, people like violence, let's make them more violent.
Why not?
Right? So now we got Punisher. The end game of that problem being, you can only get so violent.
Correct.
And then you're like, now what do I do? Punisher kills 5 guys an issue, or 25 guys an issue. Punisher kills everybody every panel. Like, it gets tougher. There's an end to that. That's tough to get your way out of. But yeah, man, classic book. It was one of the great reads of all time.
I'll definitely do it.
All right, awesome, buddy.
Perfect.
Sam, good to see you.
Great to see you.
Right,
Appreciate you.
Thanks for listening to me blab.
Oh, I love it, man. Love it. Appreciate it. All right, we'll talk.
See ya.
Good to see you.
See ya.
Oh, yeah. Boom. All 4 for 100. First prints. Can't go wrong. I mean, I think what we did today is exactly what I would do at every Comic-Con, but the stuff that we got is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's a wrap on Comicpalooza. It was a great show. If you made it this far, I really appreciate that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Can't thank everybody enough for setting up this upcoming Labor Day weekend. It's a great event. My favorite pickups for this con were The Dark Knight Returns, all 4 issues, first prints. Shout out to Eric at Comics Argo, got them all for $100. I mean, that's just a steal of the century. We also, shout out to Chuck, limited collector's edition of Batman here. It's low grade but better than no grade. I mean, the cover just pops, the colors pop. I mean, it's a little wavy, but it's so cool. Little wavy there, but I mean, it's unbelievable. He also hooked me up with the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Marvel Special Edition. And then the deal that I got on this one was awesome. The Rampaging Hulk, the Power of Doom. I mean, Hulk and Dr. Doom on the same cover. It's awesome. I had 2 of these, and I've said I've wanted to collect these more and more, and then now I went from 2 issues of this type to 5 now, real quick. So starting to collect those more and more. They're really, really cool. But again, I always check out Comicpalooza in Amherst for the Labor Day sale and Memorial Day. They had 2 big events. So if you're in the Cleveland area, come check them out. They always have great stuff. Again, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.